Um, I think the main point I want to make for an agency is that we are sort of the information gatherers at the initial stage. So we get the profile, we get the birth records, we get their OB clearance, their clear PAP. We get all of this. We do home visits. Right now they're not home, they're by, virtual, but we do background checks, criminal, civil. We do psychological evaluations. So we do as much as we can up front to where then we present it to Dr. Donishman, and he has the information that he needs to give a pre-approval. So we seek pre-approval before we even do a match. That's important to us. We don't want our clients to get involved with a surrogate, love her, and have Dr. Donishman say, no, this is not going to work. So that's our first step, is to make sure that we understand San Diego Fertility Center's criteria, and then we as agencies are supposed to be recruiting surrogates who will meet that criteria to give you the best chance of having your surrogate screened and passed. What we do in our matching is we talk about things like, what are your thoughts about prenatal testing, amnios? Do you want not the least invasive versus do you want to go with amnio? We talk about what would happen if you have a split. Dr. Donishman said most clinics are going with single embryo transfers, but sometimes they split and you end up with two. And so fetal reduction is something we talk about. We talk about if there's medical issues with the child, what you would want. Of course, at the time you'll make your decision, but going into this, we want to have the surrogate and the intended parents to have the same basic thoughts about all of this. So we understand that when we do a personal interview with one of our parents who's interested in working with us, that's what we talk about. We talk about all of that so that we can match them with a surrogate, and that will hopefully mitigate most of the risks of misunderstandings. And then we send that information to Rich Vaughn, who puts that into a contract. So, we're disseminating the information and getting it to the proper people. But once their job is done, ours still continues. And we work with our clients throughout the entire pregnancy, like Dr. Donishman, who has a list of testing that he recommends. We keep our parents informed each trimester of what to expect and help them through that. So our matching criteria is, we're a little stricter actually than Dr. Donishman, which surprised me. We usually will not accept surrogates who are over the age of 38. And that doesn't mean we won't. It just, that is our own guidelines, and we try to stay in a BMI under 30 or under. We know that there are exceptions made, and so if someone is a stellar candidate, we are not going to refuse her over that, but it was Dr. Donishman's decision whether he also thought that she was a stellar applicant. So for us, it's really a matter of getting to know our intended parents, getting to know what their desires are, getting to know what kind of communication level they want with their surrogate. And once we understand that, then my director, Rose, who has been a surrogate 5 times and has donated to numerous German clients, she is the one that will then take that information and she individually will match you. She doesn't just say, take the next one that comes up. She tries to match as many things that are important to you as possible. And so the vaccine is one of those new questions that we have to ask and try to find you a match for that.